Hello guys, Sapa here. Today we'll be playing some more Pretty Dreadful. Today I have another Boros list for you, and this one is a sweet one. I love this text already. I'm calling this like either Lumiboros or Pain Sisters. It's based around Clever Lumimancer, which is a creature that when you cast or copy an instant sorcery gets +2/+2, which is huge, and it's a 1 drop. And Monastery Swift Spear, which is a 1 mana 1/2 haste with prowess. And last, kill thing, which is when you cast an our sorcery gets +3/+0 on the end of turn. So basically, these are our creatures. These are basically a blitz deck. That's pretty common kind of deck. So the idea is that we play one of these creatures, we cast a lot of instant sorceries, the opponent is dead, easy peasy. So for that we have some amount of removal here in the form of Chain Lightning, Lava Dart. Chain Lightning is just a good card that we play. It's a sorcery, so it triggers all of our creatures, but it can remove medium-sized creature from the board, and it can also be just rich, so that's pretty strong. And then Lava Dart we can cast from our graveyard too, so this is able to either like take out a couple of blockers, or we can use it as a way of triggering our Clear Lumimancers and kill things multiple times in one turn, right? Each Lava Dart will trigger twice, so it means that it's like 8 damage if you have a kill thing, which is kind of nuts. We also have some amount of augmentation in our creatures, like Maximize Velocity is a 1 mana sorcery that gives a creature haste and +1/+1. This is useful as a top deck to give one of our creatures that we can play and maximize velocity. That's a lot of damage that they didn't expect. And it can also be jump started, so we can cast it from the graveyard. So again, we can cast it twice, each one of these. So that means it can represent 2 triggers plus the +1/+1. So that's kind of cool. Still, we don't want too many of these because they don't really do anything else. But having a couple of haste nevers is kind of cool. We also have Homestead Courage. It's a new card, common from I don't know, one of those sets. It it gives a creature a counter and vigilance for this turn, and it has flashback for white. So if you have double white, we can cast it twice, and that's 2 counters plus 2 triggers. So that can be pretty good. Also, vigilance is important. The counters stay for the next turn, so if we can kill them right now, then it's going to be like staying power. And growing our creatures sometimes is very important to prevent good trades from good blocks from our opponent, or evade like cheap removal spells. Like maybe they can survive maybe like a shock or something, a burst lightning, and then we are in good shape. So pretty important. Assault Shroud is a nice one. This is a sorcery that gives double strike to a creature. So the problem with this card is that it's a sorcery, right? So we need to be able to just attack through our opponents, or give it any other form of evasion. We don't have that many evasion besides this, but we have a couple, so we'll go through those in a minute. But double strike is like awesome for our deck. Giving Lumimancer double strike just with this card, that means that it's going to attack us at 2/3 double strike, so that's 4 damage, and anything else we cast is +4, so that's awesome. With Gilfin it goes even more nuts, so that's incredible. We have Ground Rift. This is an interesting card. It prevents a creature from blocking and has Storm. So why is this here? Well, it's a cheap card with Storm. We don't have any rituals or anything, so this is not going to be like Storm for 20. So we could play like maybe Grave Shot or something like that, but that's a bit too expensive. We are not going to be able to Storm for a lot. But the important part is that this triggers the Lumimancer multiple times, since it counts the copies too. So that means that each copy of Storm is going to trigger it again. So that means that if we cast like Lava Dart, Flashback, then Ground Rift, that's going to be like three triggers, and that's a lot of damage. So that's like 1, 2 plus 3 of this, so that's 5 triggers for the Lumimancer. So that's attacking really like a 10, 11 or something like that, which is kind of crazy. And then we have another sweet one. This is Fury of the Horde. This is a extra combat spell. Basically, we cast it on our main phase, we get another combat. But the important part is that we can cast it for free by exciting 2 red cards from our hand. So that's of course very expensive, exciting 2 cards from our hand, but if we are trying to win the game this turn, this can be like a crazy good enabler. Basically being like kind of an assault throw in that respect, but that it's free. So I'm trying this one. I'm not sure if it's correct or not, but I like it, so I think I'm going to try it. I tested a bit, like playing alone, and the times I draw this card, like accelerated by 1 turn at least, my kills. So that's pretty important. Then we have a couple of cards at cantrip in Gitax and Pro. Look at the opponent's hand and draw a card. We don't mind that much paying life for this, since we are an aggressive deck, and the ability to see the opponent's hand can also be very important to see what kind of interaction they have. And more important is just a free cantrip that goes super well with our cards. So the Merrick system of this card is so good for our deck. And Ancestral Anger, which is again one of those really strong cards for our idea of deck. So this gives trample and at least +1/+0, but it gives more power if there are more Ancestral Angers in the graveyard, and you draw a card. So what this does is that we can put it on a Clear Lumimancer, and it's going to give it +1/+0 and trample. So that's going to attack at least as a 3/3. And we also draw cards, so we don't go down on cards. These are great cards. Giving trample is kind of difficult if we don't have this. We can use like crash through, but this is so much better than that because it can also just, you know, give a bit of power. So that's basically why we are playing this one. And lastly, a bit of protection in Apostle Blessing. This gives a creature we control protection from artifacts or from a color for 1 mana and 1 Fire X and white mana. We can pay the Fire X mana here. We can't pay for Gitaxi Pro, but we can pay for Apostle Blessing. And this is kind of a sweet one. This can be either protection from a removal spell, for example, which is by holding 1 mana, which is pretty strong, or it can be also a way of giving evasion to our creatures, like if they have only 1 blocker or 1 color of blockers, we can use this to give our creature protection so it can be blocked, and that's pretty strong. In the mana base, we have a couple of cool lands. We have Clifftop Retreat and Battlefield Forge, amazing lands. We don't need much more fixing than this. The big issue with the deck is that we want a lot of red for our spells, and we also want to have some amount of white for like Courage and Clear Lumimancer. But the important part is that we also want a high number of mountains for the lava darts. We don't have that many, we have only 6 here, so that's kind of the struggle of the deck. We have cool dual lands, but they don't really work well with lava dart, so that's kind of the struggle. Another way you could build this is that maybe more focused on prowess instead of instant sorceries, play as Arcum's Astrolabe, and more untapped lands, basics, snow basics. But I wanted to test it like this. I tested a bit and always through the mountain. We also have a couple of cantrips, so that helps a lot in finding those. So yeah. In the sideboard, we have a couple of good options here. We have Rip Apart, which is just an awesome card, disenchant or 3 damage. Great card, just play 4 in your sideboard. If you can fit it in your main deck, you can also play it. It's really good. Then we have a couple of protection spells in Burrington Forge Tender. This is a way of preventing any damage from a red source. So this can prevent, like, I don't know, like an activation from Grim Lavamancer, or like a Pyroclasm or something like that. And it also has protection from red. So against the red decks, it's going to be great. And against cycling, we can use this to prevent ourselves from dying to host gold, Zenith Flare. At least, yeah, it's going to prevent that because it has protection from red, so they can kill it with anything else. More Apostle of Blessings in the sideboard, a couple of Purified Grave. This is a bit of graveyard hate, but that synergizes with our deck since we can cast it twice. So yeah, if we need to exile something from the graveyard, it's going to do some amount of stuff. Then we have Orim's Chant, which is great against Cascade decks, which seem to be pretty prevalent in the current metagame. And also it can just be like a way of preventing our opponent from interacting with us when we are trying to go off. So that can be cool. And again, this synergizes with what we do, so that's cool. And lastly, one Hollow Moonlight. This is a nice cyber option against this again the unfair decks. You see decks like the one that how's it called? I don't know. The cascades into a spell that shuffles all your permanents and puts permanents back. So this stops creature from entering basically. And since it's an instant, they can really expect it. And again, if we need to just cycle to get a couple of triggers, we can do that too. And it can also stop the Hypergenesis combo, which I believe uh, it is legal. I am not sure, but I remember seeing another combo deck that this stopped, and I can't remember right now. And again, this also is very useful against tokens, even though it doesn't look like it. This exiles tokens too, so that's cool. And any blink strategies and things like that, this also stops. So it does a lot of things. I only have one because I don't have more space for it, but I would play more if the meta is correct for that. So this is basically it. We have a lot of lands though, and that's also another problem with the deck. But we'll see how it goes. We kind of don't need that many spells for us to go off. We only need to be able to have one of our payoffs, and we probably are going to mulligan aggressively into one of our payoffs. Otherwise, we are not doing anything. So yeah, that's basically it. See you in the games. All right, match number 1 against Riot Patrice. This one is a bit clunky. I think I'll keep it. Just we have lands and payoffs. We just need to have a couple of. We need to have a couple of instance sorceries. But we can start with Lumimancer, so we can play Lumimancer and Lumimancer with Swift Spear. And even if with this only, it's like really a lot of damage. So we'll see though. They are on the play, which is kind of rough for us. Remember why I have an upkeep stop. Oh, blue. Okay. Okay. I actually haven't seen anyone play Lumimancer. Only in one deck. It was like, how's it called? A humans deck, and I don't think it's suited for humans because you either play a lot of humans or you play a lot of instant sorcery, so it's kind of a numbo. So what do I do here? I could play like just Swiss Spear Lumimancer. I think I'm going to do that. Just like so. And I will not attack with the Lumimancer. Yeah, I will not. Just like this. If they have a flash creature, that's fine. I don't know if there is like a flash 2/2 or something. And next turn we can do like Swiss Spear into Bolt into something else maybe. Okay. I wonder if this is weird. You normally see that. Maybe it's like Constellation. Like you have Ponder and Vitex and Pro, those are like better cantrips. So I'm expecting something like that. Maybe Constellation. Or like something that bounces your permanence. Or that cares about permanence. There are a couple of reasons to play one of this in your deck, honestly. It's not a bad card, it's a nice card, but... okay. I have like... What? I didn't have anything, bro. That was weird. Okay, so they probably don't want to show me what their deck is. Probably I need this post board, I would guess. I have no clue what they're playing, but... They probably have some amount of interaction, I would guess. Can trim a bit like this. Maybe play something else. See, Orange Chant, yeah, whatever. No. So for Orange Chant, play the Courage. Just got the Furies, since they seem to be a counterspell deck, and if they counter this, that's so backbreaking. And Apostle Blessing to have a way of protecting their creatures from whatever they are doing. I have no clue. But if they see their deck, they are going to bring in some amount of interaction for our creatures, I would guess. That's what they would do. Okay. Yeah, this hand is a bit slow. They're on the draw again, but this is fine. We also have the also blessing, so depending on how they play, we might want to go a bit slower. Like maybe wait until turn 3 to deploy the kill pin. If we don't have any other creature, that's probably what we need to do. And probably play the Clifftop Retreat tapped turn 1, just in case we draw something we want to play with white mana. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll do this. Next turn, we'll see. I don't have anything against counter spells. I guess I could play like um, how's it called? Vexing Shusher. That could be fine. It's a bit slow, but it's fine. Or maybe like Ricochet Trap or Good Draw Response. Probably Ricochet Trap is better. We'll see what they play. There's probably a Constellation deck. Oh, Enigmatic Incarnation is cool. I love that card. So they can sack the fertile ground to go fetch something. They do not. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'll just play this and hold the Apostle Blessing. I'm guessing they have some amount of interaction. Otherwise, you know, they are kind of toast anyway. So let's see what they do here. Maybe it's another Enigmatic Incarnation. Okay. Can go fetch a 5-drop here. Have no clue what they have, honestly. Okay. Okay, they are choosing. Is there a 2-card combo maybe? Like they can go fetch a 5-drop, I guess. Yeah. Exactly 5-drop, and also they can go fetch something else, okay. And I need to give this creature protection. From white. Yeah, probably white. That fizzles, and now if they have something like a Fin Hunter that they want to use, they can't because this has protection. They can sack this other one if they want to. Problem is I don't have any... okay, I sack that one. I don't have any evasion right now. This is done, right? This is just... yeah. It's a great card, but they just need to hold one back, so I can't attack. Maybe I can just cast Flashback Homestead Courage as 2 counters. That's already 4 toughness. So you can force them to chomp by using the Chain Lightning on the Dulcimer. Bone Shredder, oh, that sucks, okay. I don't know why they took so long to do that. They want to use the Chain Lightning now. I think I do. It's a bit rough, but I don't want to get beaten to death by Dulcimer. And you always kill Dulcimer just in case they play another Dulcimer, they don't get another wolf. Good news is they don't have much more in hand, they've only got 2 cards. What else is fine, doesn't do much. Okay, they fixed their mana. That's kind of cool. So it's PR. We're kind of flooded here, but I can put like a couple of counters here. They want to use the other one. This array attacks for 3. If I put this, it's 5. They for sure jump. I think if I just attack like this, they also jump. I don't need to overcommit on this turn. Okay. Maybe the reason to cast another one of the courages is so I can use it to block. Let's see what they have in hand. So they have Lavinia of the 10th, protection from red, that's 9, and detain each. Oh, ooh, that's pretty good. And this is Sludge Monster. Okay, so they are one land away from wrecking us. Nice. 3, 4. I think I will just attack. I don't think they double block here. Yeah. Now I can just play the Lumi. Pass. I'll hold the land just in case. And if they find a land, then they play Lavinia, we are kind of screwed. Okay, Norwood Elves means that next turn they're going to get Lavinia. Okay. Lava Dart. So we can kill 2 blockers. I think I do that. That's a nice top deck. So we can make sure we get one hit with the Swift Spear. Oh, I suck. What? I'm dumb. It's fine though. Okay, so we put Courage here. Okay, so we get through a lot. They are forced to jump. We take 7, they go to 7. Now they can detain our creatures, that's fine. This is probably Lavinia, yeah. And this has also protection from red, so next turn they sludge probably our creatures. Lava Dart. Does this do anything? Not really. Just play the land and pass. So if this dies, the sludge counter doesn't do anything. Slime counter or whatever. So they probably just put it on the Lumimancer. Okay. I need to find a way of killing a 3/3. Okay, we also see this. Okay. So you can give this protection from blue, make sure it hits. And this is like 3, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, this is lethal, I believe. Honestly, they have like something. I want to give protection from blue so they can block. Nice. We got there. Let's go to the next match. Alrighty, match number 2 against Coax Metal. They are pretty good at the game, so kind of scary. Let's see how they do. I don't remember exactly what they play. I think they play like a lot of different decks, honestly. Okay, so this hand is certainly clunky, for sure. Do we keep it with this, right? This is a kind of a hard question, honestly. This enters tapped, and we are looking to turn 2 Clara Lumimancer, turn 3 like Chain Lightning. I think this is Mulligan. This is a bit better, at least we have a control here. I'm going to keep and send the Ground Rift now. And do I start with the Probe or with the Clifftop Retreat? I think I should start with Probe, try to... Oh, they have a Zerda, okay. They have Zerda, Spell Pierce, Exclude, Sudden Edict. Okay, we are kind of screwed. This deck seems very good against us. Yeah, just play the Retreat tapped and pass. So we play the Tunnel. And we can't ever protect our protect our kill pin, so I'm just going to play it. Yeah. Okay, so what do we do now? They have Spell Pierce, Exclude. I for sure want to play the Killing Fiend this turn, so I play around Exclude. Yeah. I think so. They probably now play the Edict. Counterspell, oh, that's annoying. So, what should I do? I can do Gitaxian Pro plus Ancestral Anger, that's 3, I'm sorry, this is very difficult. 3, 4, 5, and 4 more, so 9. Yeah, let's do that. If I draw another 1-drop, that can protect us against the Edict. It doesn't really do it. Okay, so they have Lockmere Serpents. Okay. Just do this now. Make sure we get our thing. I miscounted. I thought it was 9 damage. Still, 8 is pretty good. Let me think. Can I do like Kill Fiend, get excluded and kill them? This is 4 damage each, so this is 8 damage, 9 damage. It's close. It's close, so I think I just play the Kill Fiend. Make sure that they are forced to do something here. They probably sign anything responsible, guess? Or exclude. Okay, they go for the exclude now. I'm going to go for the greedy line and give them as low life as I can. They go to 3 now, so if I draw a bolt, that's pretty good. Yeah, so they need to block this or they die, so, or rather kill that. They are not putting Serda into their hand, probably because they want to hold up double spell pierce, I would guess. This is interesting. This plus this is lethal. They could have another most spell, but we have protection. So this is 1, 2, so we can play all of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, discarding this for the maximize. And if I resolve the maximize, it's lethal. And if they have another edict, it's bad for us. But if it's a targeted removal spell, we're fine. Oh wait, they can spell pierce, of course. Yeah. Maybe it was incorrect to go for the maximize. I don't know. Okay, that was probably a misplay. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Okay, another land. I play it or no? No, I don't play it. Just make them sure, make them fear what we can have. So they can't really put Serda into their hand or anything. I'm not seeing how they can cast Serda just yet. Maybe they have like Astrolabe. Or they play like white 2, like Esper control. Okay, Ancestral Anger is nice. Like, if they ever have a creature, at least we can cycle it. Okay, they do play whites. Interesting. Okay, so this plus Ancestral Anger is lethal. And do I go for the Anger or the Maximize? Probably the Maximize since they are really have it here. They should have a removal spell or something here. Divide by 0, okay. So they have environmental sciences equal to 5. This is plus 3, so this is 4 damage. That's kind of bad. This has flash, right? Okay. So we can't actually play anything here. They can flash this in. Yeah. What I'm actually going to do is just play my cards. Okay. To see if they do something before, just in case. Okay, so Looming Monster is nice because this is another way of us getting another attacker. Okay, they can also sack swamps for life. They have only one swamp, but they can go fetch another one. Oh, they go for white. Interesting. Oust. Annoying, but understandable. Okay. Lava Dart. That's 2 damage. We're close to having lethal. eventually. Again, they can sack their swamps for life. Hmm. From Catacomb. Okay. What's this? I have no clue what this is. Reveal the top card of library, put that card into your hand. Each opponent loses life equal to its mana value. Okay. -X deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, you gain X life. That's super annoying. And it enters with 6 loyalty. That's cool. Let's see what they do now. Just uptake, okay. Demise. Think we are losing here. And the ultimate is create a number of tokens with lifelink. Okay. Basically wins the game. We don't have protection from the demise, so if they use it, they use it. That's fine. They have 8, so if we cast on flashback, no, it's not worth it. I think we just need to find more bolts or things like that. Indicates. So now they are tapped out of gaining life. Just cantrip this. Okay. We know they have a spell pierce, right? So if we go Chain Lightning, Lava Dart, Flashback, that's lethal and they can't do anything. We'll try to see what they do. I don't think we can do much more than this. If they have a counterspell, they have a counterspell. They play this. We can do this only because they tapped out of black, which is kind of funny. They have exactly lethal. Okay. Now we are in a bit of problems. Let's see, they probably start getting up, yeah. Okay, so now I don't think we can win. Okay. Yeah. That was very close though. Maybe the turn that they had the remove spell and we played into the spell pierce that was incorrect. I'm not sure how should I play that, but we'll see. Okay, so they play like a very slow deck. We can use like Orim's Chant. Apostle Blessing for sure goes in. And Rip Apart doesn't do much. Orim's Chant at least can protect us from their deck. Like we cast it as a duress. Fury of the Horde is dead against them for sure. And Ground Rift too. So we have all those four for sure to remove. Maximize Velocity looks kind of wonky. We just remove that. Move this, go for this. That helps us try to resolve our spells. Another good synergy that is not pretty apparent is GTX and Probe and Orange Chant. You can see what they have, so you know if you want to use your Orange Chant proactively or not. That was pretty close though. I think we are with a better hand we would have won very easily, but they had like a really good amount of interaction. Okay, so this guy is a bit rough, but it can be really strong. Like we can do this double strike, this flashback that's 1, 2, 3 triggers. So this is going to attack as a 4, 5 double strike. It's not lethal by itself, but it's kind of close. They probably play now like 1 mana. Okay, 1 mana interaction. They don't seem to have it. Okay, so I think we just shock their face, or bolt their face rather. That's 5 damage, that's a lot. And next turn we can use like Lambadar flashback, Assault Stroke, that's a lot of damage. Vitex Pro is awesome too. So they don't have anything. Do we have lethal here? Each one of these is 2 plus 2, 4 damage. No, sorry. 3, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, so we. Yeah, this should be fine. Lava Dart. Lava Dart. Yeah. Okay, so that was good. We were on the play too, which helps a lot. We want to change anything? I don't think so. We didn't see any of their cyber cards. Riverbar doesn't do much. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay. Let's try to get them. Was a turn 3 kill without Lumimancer, which is kind of incredible. Lumimancer is like the card that may go like turn 2 kill. I think we can, right? But we need to draw like all of our GTAX and Pros or something. This is a clear mulligan. This is, we have Lumimancer, we are on the draw. We have GTAX and Pro. I think I'm going to keep it and send the Chain Lightning. Yeah. It's mostly just a Lava Spike, and we don't have red mana yet. At least this one cycles, and also this deals the same amount of damage. Yeah, let's play it and hold the GTAX and Pro for the next turn. Do we want to? Yeah, I think we need to cycle now. So this is going to be rough. They're going to start holding exclude, and we can't do anything about that. Well, eventually I think we can just cast proactively the Oryx Chant. Do we want to do that? They don't have any other removal spell. They have Divide by 0, so they can Divide by 0 on my turn. This we can use this. So I think we just cast Titan You. Make sure we can resolve this. And we are doing this because they don't have removal right now. They can use Divide by 0 on their turn, but that doesn't. Okay. So we do this. If they go to divide it, we can use the Apostle Blessing. Okay, I don't think I'll use that. Let's see, this is +4, so that's 9. No, I think we just attack with this. We take it, play the Lumi, and go. Okay. Okay, they can now divide by 0 it, but we can play it again. Divide by 0 the wrong host. Interesting. Okay, so this is +2. So this is going to be +5, so 6. And this is 4 and 4, 8. That's not lethal. It's pretty close though. And we might draw another thing. So I'll probably do this. See what we draw first. A Lumi. So yeah, this is 8. We attack them. They go to 14. We use this and this. They have an oust in hand. Okay, so how aggressive do we want to be? I think we just do this and play the Lumimancer. That's the best approach, I believe. That's only 10 instead of 14, but we can still play something else later. Yep. We have another removal spell. Okay. They probably should have played the sciences first, so maybe they have something else. Oh, they already have the land. So if they have counterspell or removal spell, okay, they just play that. Do we play the Swift Spear? I don't think so. I think we just pass. It's sad, but I think we need them to attack or something. They didn't have 2 removal spells, which we knew they had 1, but we didn't know about if they had another or not. It could have been a bit better. So here I think I'll just play this and go. Sure. Okay, so this is rough because each one of these is good. I don't think we can play around any of these. I think we can play better around the Ghastly Demise. It's still very good, but I think it's our best bet. No, wait. Well, they had another landing hand, I think. Okay. Crawling Barrens, nice. So they put third in hand. They attack for 4. We have Ghastly Demise, so we need to have like. Okay, complicates things. Doesn't really help. We are dead right now. This is 7, we are at 8, so we just play the land on us. Condemn. Environmental sciences. Vindicate is probably the worst one. We are trying to win on like one turn here. I don't think we can though. I have no clue what. Oh, they have Chronic Marks. I forgot about that. Yeah, okay. GG's. That was close games, honestly. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just had the Swiss beer trying to trying to cheat you. So I think that game is closer than it seems, and we kind of need to win game one. And yeah, it was a disaster to not win game one against a control deck. That's what you want to do with an aggressive deck like ours, especially because post board they probably have more removal spells and they have less clunky spells. Uh, but yeah, it happens. Let's go to the next one. Alright, match number 3 against Chamberlain. This is a mulligan, we don't have creatures. This is a mulligan, we don't have lands. This is a sad keep. Yeah, this is a sad keep. We send probably the Fury and the Chain Lightning. Yeah. They forgot to play everything. I think I'm going to start with the Kitaxen Pro, try to see what they play. Oh no, another control deck? Seriously? Okay. At least we have turn 1 creature now, thanks to our high luck. Okay, so we can attack now. For 1, next turn we can play the Swiss Spear and Courage. Probably with that, no, yeah, that works, right? You can use Sacred Fire, it's an instant too. No, wait, they can't with this hand. They need to find an untapped red or white source because they have only a tap land now. So yeah, I think we just go aggressive. Play the Swift Spear. Give it some courage to one of these. Triggers. Next turn we can do Anger. Try to find a mountain. Okay, they play a tap land, that's fine. Okay. I'm pretty sure I played here in case they have like a shock. Didn't think of that. Clifftop is nice. So now we are going to hold Lava Dart, I think. Oh wait, do we have lethal here? I think we do have lethal. This is like 6. This is 3 more, so 9 plus. I don't know. Yeah, this. Yeah, or no, this can we can flash that. But yeah, with this it's like 2 more damage. So this is 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're one away from killing them. Oh no, at least considered. Okay, so they're playing like Jeskai control. Against Jeskai control, I probably want blessings. Nothing there. Crown Reef seems awful. Similar to the previous game. Do I want the chance? I think so. You could also play this, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's better, right? No, I think I'll just play the other chance and try to go like that. We're lucky our opponent skipped their first turn, but we also mulligan, so we deserve it. We deserve it really. This gun is it's okay. We can't play this just yet, but we have to trust in the heart of the cards. They are mulliganing low again. Oh my god. Poor opponent. Okay, so that's a good draw. I only have one threat, so I'm feeling Gitaxian probing aggressively to try to see if we can play it or not. It's sad, but we want to be really sure we can. Okay, what's this? Oh, okay, so they are like Jeskai humans? We saw like Dovimban and Sacred Fire, so maybe they are like multicolor, Jeskai multicolor deck. So they don't have any answers to my things, so let's play the Lumi. Lumiman. And next time we can play Swift Spear, and we don't have anything else to play with white mana. Okay, so they put a land there. So we could play this as a just triggers. I don't think so. I think we just prefer to hold the Apostle Blessing. We have the chain lightning for the general if they go for that. It's a bit okay. I don't think that's advisable. Like you're very soft to anything. Like I have Lava Dart in my deck. Sorry if you hear sounds. That's my house. It's a thing that happens. Okay, so we probably start with anger and go from there, and then play chain lane. Oh, what? This has protection from monocolor. I didn't even realize. I'm such a bad player. Okay, so I can cast this and this. Both are instants, so I could do that. I could also just chain lane in their face. Let me think of it. So I can chain lane in their face, they go to 16. Pump pump. Then I attack. If they don't block, I can use the Orem's Chant as a combat trick. That gives +3 damage. So this is 3 +6. So that's 9 +5. That's 14. It's not good enough. So instead, what I'm going to do is just attack with both. They want. Oh, this has Hexproof. It's just Hexproof. It's not protection. Okay. So yeah, I just attack with both. See if they want to block. Of course, they shouldn't. But maybe they are scared, and if you play scared, you're in a bad spot. They probably should not block since they can untap and play Faithful Bending. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Play the Kilkint. We're tapped out, but at least we have a couple of, like several threats. Okay. So they loot. I don't really like this card. It's like very expensive for what it does, right? Oh, no. Maybe I'm just incorrect and it's great. Who knows? So they keep it on top. Hmm. Okay, I guess we'll see. You can give this protection from artifacts. This can get protection from artifacts, so we can kill this. This is also red and white, so we can give it protection from red. Red and white golem, so this is red and white. So we can give this protection from red, or this. So this is 1, 2, 3 spells, so that's 9. Okay. So if we do that, we do like protection from red attack. This is 9, 10, 13. It's kind of not ideal. Maybe what we can do is just chain lightning their face, attack and see what they do. Like I can use the orange chant to pump my team. And they can chant block the spear, but if they do that, then Kilfin or Leron Master are getting through. I think that's fine. Just chain lightning their face before they can copy it. We can just use Apostle Blessing as a combat trick. Yeah, sadly we don't have lethal, but we are not that far away. Let's see what they do. If they just block here with the token here, okay, they just do that. And I'll give it protection from red just in case. And this is 4 and 3. Okay. And this is an instant, so there's no need to do orange chant. Yeah, so if orange chant was like Gromgrave, we would be so much better here. Interesting deck they have. Counterflux, yeah, that's not great. Okay, Kilpin is interesting. So we attack all, we can get 2 damage through, that's not worth it. Let's just play this and go. We are kind of in a rough spot because this dude has Hexproof Oracle. I didn't even know that. Toys Acuity. Okay. Okay. So they are like just guys know things. I'm for sure bringing in Rip Apart, so this can kill this creature, which is like the bane of my existence right now. Okay, that's a nice draw. Can we get good attacks here? I can trade my Kilfin with their golems. So if we put here in the Swift Spear, this is going to be 4, 5. This is going to be also 4, 5. These are going to be like 7 ones, 7 twos. So if we do that, they probably just block here, here, and they are forced to block with this. Okay, seems like a good idea. I don't really care about vigilance. They are not blocked. No, yeah, they are not attacking. So and 4/5. So this attacks through the golems and the general too. Now we attack, and if they don't block my two creatures, I have an instant to cast. Okay, they just die. To myself, just in case. Nice. Whew, we got there. Still, against this deck, you don't want to do what I did. I think Ground Rift is fine, probably. And Rip Apart is also really good. They don't seem to have any removal, at least they didn't draw it. But Rip Apart is going to kill the general and can also kill like the Dominus Acuity if they have it in play. And Orange Chan didn't do that much because they have a lot of instants. So what you want to do is not bring in this and bring in like a couple of reports, I think. Maybe cut the chain lightnings for reports. So yeah, let's go to the next match. Okay, next round against Harry Proclex. This is close. I think I'm going to keep it. We have some interaction and we have payoffs. I mean creatures. We don't have whites, which is annoying. But... oh, never mind. So now for sure I'm going to play this. Next turn we can go Monastery Swiss Spear into something. This is annoying. I don't know what they are playing. I have no clue. They probably play some amount of removal, I would guess. I think I'm just going to do this and Lava Dart them. Sure. You can try to set up a good Ground Rift when they tap out. They seem to have a F6 set, so maybe it's fine. Let's see. Luxon Smiter really. Oh. Okay. We can use Ground Rift to stop it from blocking. So if you go like also Assault Strobe, Lava Dart, Ground Rift. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triggers. That's lethal because this is a 10 damage, sorry, 10 power double strike creature. So start by doing that. Same targets, same targets. Yeah, that was nice. That was a nice combo. As you can see, you don't need that much to make Ground Rift work. So I have absolutely no clue what we are playing against. Absolutely no idea whatsoever. Let's just bring the Apostle Blessing in, as usual. Remove the Furies, I guess. The Furies are like very, very aggressive. They probably play some amount of removal, like Oust and Condemn. Exile, can cast. If a creature would enter, protection from red, kill something. I have absolutely no clue what this is about. let's see. I could also cut like maximize velocity. So I have a couple of cards that I would remove, right? These are like the worst cards of my deck, maybe. So it's fine to remove them. Oh no, I think I'm going to just cut the Furies and add the Apostle Blessing and try like this. See what they are playing. I'm not sure. Um, Gitex and Pro also helps with that, getting more information, especially in this format that people play like random whatevers. So it's important to have Gitex and Pro, I think. Okay. This is the round 4, right? Yeah. And I'm still thinking. Let's see what looks. This is the only card we saw from them. Naya Pharaohs, that might be it. Yep, that seems to be it. Okay, so here we have a nice hand. Yeah, let's keep this. I'll play the Gloomy Monster turn 1, turn 2, probably Gilfint. Just take it slow. So if this is a Pharaoh's deck, oh no, this is weird in a Pharaoh's deck. Okay, yeah, let's just play this. Okay. I wanted a thing here. Okay, so I can use Gitax and Pro and attack with open mana, they won't block. And if they do, I can use like Lava Dart or whatever. But that is a very aggressive use of my Gitax and Pro. I think I'm just going to play the Kilfin and pass. And next turn we can do that, and we get twice the amount of triggers. They can't steal monsters, the lion, so yeah, let's start with this, see what they're playing. I have no clue what they are doing, so getting more information is key. Let's see. Orim's Chant. Interesting. Orim's Chant, why? I have no clue. Okay, so if I go Apostle Blessing here for white, Lava Dart Flashback, that's 3 more spells. They go to 18. This they might be forced to block, and this is 1, 2, 3 spells more, so that's 9 plus 4, 13. So if I do that, this is basically a removal spell for this. And also just attack, and if they block, I can use the Apostle Blessing. And then I can deploy my other Kilpin. I have Lava Dart with double Kilpin, and they don't have anything on board except this. So yeah, I think I do that instead. Sorry if it wasn't clear. It's like I'm going to attack with these two and see what they do. If they block the Kilpin, I can protect it. If they don't block, they are dead. Okay. We protect this. Give it protection. From white. And this is 4 damage, that's fine. This dies, we get another kill hint. And they are just very much dead on board. They have 1 blocker in the Steering Wildwood. They could use the Orim's Chant on our upkeep, but we can respond by... Okay, they cycle, so they are looking for a removal spell or something. If they do like... Oh, they can use this as a fog effect. I forgot about that. So let's just play a land and go to attack. They let us attack now, so we can do this. Yeah. So what they wanted to do is to use this on my beginning of combat or main phase or even the upkeep to prevent me from casting spells and uh, attacking. So if I can't attack, I can't do anything. Basically, it's a time walk. I think that's what they wanted to do. They were there to end instance basically. Um, like if I had like I don't know, like a shock, it was like 2 plus like 6, 8, so it's a ton of damage. Well, I had the Lava Dart, which was like lethal. So let's go to the next match, final round, final match of the league. Alright, match number 5 against Jim Blin. I think we played before in the same league, but they're probably with another deck. Let's see, a lot of fun. We can check out trade that real quick here. Yeah, the orange guy. This gun is okay. We have a lot of creatures. They are playing probably mono white, I would guess, which is probably a bad matchup for us. I have not seen or something else like Boros aggro. I think I have to save the Gitaxian Probe. Let's play the Killfiend and pass. I could have attacked too, but if they block, we are so rough shape here. Trying to make sure I can deploy my threats. The problem is with this creature is that they're good for attacking, not for blocking, so okay. More generals. As the Tranger is cool, we can give something trample. Let's start with this, see what they play. Okay, we are kind of screwed here. Come stay. So when it enters, you can put a counter. No, you can't. So it's a 3 mana 3/3 trample haste. It's like whatever, I think. I think I just do this. This is a nice draw we can do here. Let's see, this is 6 damage, this is 12 with trample. If we give this another counter, let me think, because I could also give it protection from artifacts, make it so they have to block with the general. Does that work? I can also give the Clever Lumimancer protection from artifacts. So yeah, that with both. Then the Lumimancer, it's a 8 power attacker, and this is going to be a 15. If they block like this, and like this, a lot of damage goes through, and they can like Sacred Fire one of Lumimancer or something like that, but they take out their general and they hits them for a bunch. Otherwise, I can put a counter on the Lumimancer that doesn't stop us from getting killed with this. I don't know. I think what they should do is to give this protection from artifacts, make it so this can't block it. So they have to block it here and block here, otherwise they die. This is a force block, and yeah, can do that. They go to 5. They have a Sacred Fire to gain some life back. They have the Kill Thing to block their golems. I don't really care too much about that. What's the flavor of this? Oh, it's like Housewife or something, arming up against the Knight or something like that, maybe? So they are trying to make me block, then they do Sacred Fire. I prefer not to do that. Just take 4. I want to draw like an instant. Or is this an orange chance? Okay. Weird, but fine. Okay, so let's play this. Play the Lumi. Right, sorry. Yeah, I can't. Forgot. I forgot. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I can put a counter here. This a lot. And I can attack with both my sisters here. They can kill one if they want with a Sacred Fire. And like double block the Kill thing. If I do like Homestead Curse here, right, to play around the Sacred Fire, they can respond by killing the Clever Lumimancer. This is a 2/3. I can attack with both. It's going to be a 4 toughness, so they can double block it. And then they get 2 damage through. They go to 5 because they gain 2. I think that's fine. I think I need to bite the bullet here and make this play. This also gives vigilance to my Killfiend. They let that thing resolve, the Sacred Fire. It's interesting. Okay, maybe they just want to kill the Killfiend, that makes sense. Sure. Now they have this creature here, so this is 3/3. Figure, that's a nice draw. So they can attack for 3. Yeah. I'm not that far away from having a good attack here. That probably means we die. Oh, that's so rough. Because they can pump their Figure of Destiny, they get a counter on the Trampler. So we have to chump block 2 creatures, I think. They can make this into a 4/4. So if we do like so, no, sorry, if we do it like so, and now I don't know what we can draw. There is not much we can draw, honestly. Sure. Okay. So against Boros aggro, Rip Apart looks really nice at killing the general. This can block most of their things too. And Apostle Blessing is another good card, I think. A Hollow Moonlight can also be used against the tokens of General, but it's like not that great. So I'm going to cut those. I'm going to cut Soulstroke. They seem to have a lot of creatures, so getting getting over them is going to be difficult. Velocity and this, we need to cut two more. Probably Ground Rift. The thing is, Ground Rift can be so good against them. You can got like Lava Dart. Lava Dart doesn't kill anything we saw. So something like this maybe? Yeah, so we are more interactive having the rip aparts. It's a tough matchup though. Okay, so we have turn one Swift Spear into counter thing. Yeah, that's fine. And the problem with this deck too is that it's kind of rough against other aggressive decks since we have so much things that damage ourselves. 3x and mana cost and all that. I think it's fine to have that, but you know, it's something you need to take into account. Okay, they play into Terramorphic Expanse turn one. It's interesting. Gitaxian Probe. Should I go for that? I think so. I want to know what they have, see if I need to hold more interaction or be more aggressive. Impulse, make your mark. Yeah. Couple of lands, rip apart on Sacred Fire. So yeah, I think we have to use the Forge Tender here. And if we do Homestead Curse, this is going to be a 2-3, so it dodges Sacred Fire, so we need to use Rip Apart, in which case we can use this to save it. Maybe it was correct to double Courage instead? Yeah, maybe that was correct. Yeah, I think that was a misplay. And save my Forge Tender for later. I managed to always find ways of doing misplays. Okay, so they play the Rip Apart as I have Sacred Fire. Let's use this other Gitaxian Probe, try to find something else. And they have a War Eater Healing, so they have just removal spells. 6 cards, so okay, so they have this. Let's flash this back, give it a bit more toughness. So I could use Chain Lightning here. We already have 2 removal spells. I think I'm going to. So that's because so they can't really bounce it back to me later. Okay, so they are at 6. There are a couple of things we can draw that are really good. What we want to do, make them do, is use Sacred Fires to gain life. I can play the Lumimancer, but that just ties to Sacred Fire and I don't want them to use it. So the problem is I play this, If they find a landing, can use this or double Sacred Fire to kill my thing. Just passing. Okay, this is what I want. Okay, so they find a tap land. They are not playing the Reckless Impulse. Crown Rift. Let's see, I play the Looming Monster, they play Sacred Fire and Crown Rift. That saves it, but doesn't accomplish anything. I can use this and this to present lethal. And if I do that, this goes to 6 and I deal 3 damage. So they can't kill it, but they have to use the Sacred Fire on me by using 2 cards for that. I think I just... Oh, this is a sorcery? Ugh. I think I need to attack. It's very annoying. I think I just need to attack here. They're playing like all the removal. That always happens to me. Like I win against someone and then they play the deck that just trumps you. Happens to me like so many times. I'm not saying that they do it on purpose, but maybe it's like a self-correction thing, you know. Okay, so I need to pass here. Yeah. And they can do the War Leader Helix if they want. Maybe they just pass and wait for me to do something beforehand. No, they just do it. Okay. Okay, so they already burned through this. Now I can finally play my Lumi. Just hope they don't have more removal spells. Like deeply, so many of them. If this survives, we probably have lethal. We do have a target for this. We can target this right away. Okay, so they have more removal spells. Weird that they didn't use the mark, make your mark to make a 3-2. I would have done that. Okay. I could have killed this. Why didn't I do that? Oh my god, I'm very tired, honestly. I should have done that. Okay. We got lucky there that they didn't find a land. Another impulse. They find a land now. Okay. Well, things went well, but we are kind of dying. Okay, so we do 3 damage here. And pass the turn. Try to find like something that can get pumped. That could be cool. Okay, so they now can start flashing back River Park, right? This is 6 mana. No, sorry, Sacred Fire, yeah. Why they have so much removal? Like, what's that? Okay. Okay. Kinfind, so we can use that to block. I can put 2 counters, make it a 4 toughness creature. Not really. Can only put 1 counter on it. If I want to use Rip Apart. I need to use river parts, so that's for sure. This is sure that we're going to do this. Then I think we need to play this to jump block. I don't think we have other ways of. Like I could put a counter here, but that doesn't make it so. Oh, and we died to Sacred Fire, yeah, with that. Okay, so that was the deck. I think that we got a bit unlucky in the last game, in the last match, facing basically the best deck against us. Just a lot of removal, life gain, and some pressure. And we had a nice showing of the deck. We lost against like a very bad matchup and a deck that I think we got outplayed basically. I think that my deck is better positioned in the matchup against Esper Sirda. I think I made a couple of misplays and my opponent played perfectly, so that's kind of annoying, but understandable. Changes to the deck, probably Fury of the Horde is like too cute, probably is worse than something like a more Soul Strokes. Just having access to that, oh yeah, uh, just having access to that is better. Um, and then probably we want like 4 blessings in the main deck. Those are super good in most situations. But I still like the deck in the sideboard because so many decks play like sideboard removal spells, still main deck removal spells, like us, right? We have the 4 Riva Parks in the sideboard. So there are a lot of decks that do the same thing. Um, but yeah, I think I liked it. It's kind of clunky sometimes, but it worked pretty nicely. It might be better to just play mono red blitz, but the Louis Master had some really nice combos with Lava Dart and Ground Rift and a Soul Stroke. So yeah, that was basically it. If you liked it, make sure to interact with the video some way, and see you next time.